Life is a battle. Life is a war. You're battling against your lower self, your higher self versus your lower self. And your lower self is going to come with all of those negative thoughts, all of that negative self-talk. You counterbalance that. If you know that negative self-talk leads you off your path, you start consuming things that's going to help you to be able to have positive thoughts. The dangers of having a negative mindset. We all know what a negative mindset is, or do we? Now, the thing about a negative mindset is it can keep you away from being the best version of yourself. It can affect your relationships, your personal relationships, your business relationships, and everything in between. The type of thoughts that you have and the way that you respond to those thoughts can determine if you become a broke person or if you become a rich and wealthy person. Someone that's obese and severely out of shape to someone who's in the best shape of their life. You got to control what's going on in here. Your physical environment is just as important as your mental environment. But in a lot of cases, you can't change your physical environment. It could be because of the environment that you grew up in, where you were raised at, the type of finances that you have in the moment, and it's only allowing you to stay in a certain place, the type of job that you may have. That's not to say none of those things can change eventually. It's just to say at that point in time, you may not have the luxury to change it at that moment. So if you can't change your physical environment, then what can you do? You got to change what's going on up here. People suffer from imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome can have you thinking like you don't belong somewhere, that you're not capable of doing certain things. The most important thing in that moment is being aware. Realizing, understanding that you're having those thoughts, because you are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. Your mind is a tool. Your mind helps you navigate life. It helps you navigate this planet. And your mind is like a broadcasting system. Things are coming into it and things are going out of it. You have to be aware of what's going into your mind, and you have to be aware of what's going out of your mind. And one way you could do that is by the feelings that you're having. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling sad, whatever that you're feeling, your feelings are an indicator of the type of thoughts that you're having. If you notice yourself feeling down, start thinking happy thoughts. If it's too hard for you to think happy things, you can watch happy things. Watch comedies, watch different things that make you laugh, watch different things that make you smile. You can even listen to certain music. Certain music will have you vibrating so high. The more you listen to positive information about health, positive information about fitness, it starts getting embedded and it starts getting ingrained into your head. It starts becoming consistent thoughts that you continue to have. You start noticing different people, whereas if you weren't working out, you may not have paid attention to the person over there in the store who had on some workout gear, because it don't matter. You might see them, but you may not even be realizing like, oh, they just came from the gym or they're going to the gym. You might start noticing different things in your workplace, how people are shaped and how they're looking. And you can tell this person works out on a regular basis, or you might even be able to tell what level or what stage of their workout journey they are on. When I think about it, sometimes when I have negative thoughts, it can put me into a funk, right? And those negative thoughts can spiral. They can have me going to eat processed stuff, eating chips, eating negative things, going to the store, just picking up certain stuff that I know has no business in my cart. And those things are a domino effect. They have a chain reaction to them. And next thing you know, I'm overeating. Next thing you know, I step on a scale and that number keeps going up and it goes past the number that I said I didn't want it to go. And then next thing you know, I'm just not feeling well. And you could tell the difference between feeling good and feeling bad. Even when you wake up in the morning, if you don't just jump out of bed, that's a problem. Make sure you guys are having control over your mental environment. Even if your physical environment, you can't change your mental environment. Now, if you can change your physical environment, do that absolutely. Remember, the people that you hang around, the environments that you hang around, they influence you. They influence you in ways that you may not even realize. If you're hanging around, talking around a bunch of people who don't have any ambition, they're lazy, they're wanting to cheat the system, that can rub off on you. you start thinking that that's normal, or you start taking shortcuts that they may take. You may have your own goals, but you're taking on someone else's values. You're taking on someone else's habits. You're adopting these things, and it's keeping you away from your goals. And the funny part about it, that person or those people, they may achieve whatever goals they may have, and you might be looking dumbfounded like, well, man, dang, I'm doing the same thing they're doing, but how are they accomplishing their goals? You guys are on two different paths. You guys are on two different journeys. What may work for one person may not work for you. You got to do what works for you. You got to do what's in your best interest. You got to have a why. And when you have your why will allow you to be able to go against that negative mindset. When those negative thoughts come around, you start thinking about your why. You start understanding, oh, this is a game. This is a part of the game. Things like this happen. You start understanding. You can talk through it with yourself. You get a better perspective. It's like clouds on a sunny day that's brought rain. All of a sudden, it disperses and the sun comes back out again. Before you know it, you realize you won a day. You won that moment. Life is a battle. Life is a war. You're battling against your lower self, your higher self versus your lower self. And your lower self is going to come with all of those negative thoughts, all of that negative self-talk. You counterbalance that. If you know that negative self-talk leads you off your path, start consuming things that's going to help you to be able to have positive self-thoughts, positive affirmations, do meditation, do deep breathing exercises. All of these things, they add up. If you like this video, hit the like button so that the algorithm can see it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that when I drop a video, you're notified immediately. This is our environment. This is our tribe. Let's be great. Peace.